In this past summer's NBA draft, there were 3 names in the mix for the top overall selection. Unfortunately, we won't see Chet Holmgren for the Oklahoma City Thunder this year, as he's been ruled out for the season with a foot injury. But hopefully, the other 2 will put on quite a show as rookies. With the first pick, the Orlando Magic went with Duke star Paolo Banchero, who lived up to his 5-star billing during his time in college. Paolo comes from the Seattle area, where there's a proud basketball culture.
It's like a big family. Everybody who comes out here, they always come back, and they always, give back to the up-and-coming players like me and other people. You can name any pro from here, and I guarantee you I talk to them.
Paulo's mother, Rhonda, is also well-versed in the Seattle basketball scene. A former standout at Franklin High School, she graduated from the University of Washington as the program's all-time leading scorer and went on to play professionally.
South Seattle has been a hotbed. Maybe it's because kids didn't have a lot to do. Maybe it's because it rains a lot here, and so an inside sport was something that was going to be more attractive to some up-and-coming athletes. But Seattle's always been, just a really special place. We've been really lucky here to have cultivated the type of talent that we have out of the city.
Paulo attended O'Day High School, the same school several family members, including his father, attended. As a freshman, he was a backup quarterback for O'Day's state champion football team. Then as a sophomore, he led the Fighting Irish to a state title on the court. At 6 feet 10 inches tall with guard-like skills on the perimeter, his ceiling as a pro seems limitless.
Yeah, I think I'm really, versatile. I'm a team player. I can score whenever I want. I can find others and get others involved. And, I can really do whatever the team needs me to do, whether that's locking up the other team's best player, rebounding, passing, scoring, whatever the team needs me to do, I can do.
This is probably the first time that you will ever hear me talk about all the things I like about his game, because I'm a big critiquer of his game usually, but he has been committed and passionate, and he really enjoys being in the gym. He probably has getting more of my persona on the court, which I'm proud of. And so he's really honed his skill set so that they can't just guard him for one thing. And I really enjoy that.
I think I can do everything. I can be a primary or secondary ball handler. I can play forward, play the wing. I think that part of that comes from not playing the guard in the wing growing up, because I wasn't the tallest. I was always sort of tall, but I was never the tallest. So I always played on the wing and played guard. And then once I got, taller, I still possess those skills, so I was able to translate that to the position I play now. I think my dream has kind of progressed as I've gotten older and gotten better. I knew I wanted to be an athlete, I just didn't know what sport or how far. But yeah, now, I want to not just make the NBA, but be in the NBA a long time, be an all-star. It might sound lofty and all that, but I want to win the championship, do all those great things, and hopefully have a Hall of Fame career. So that's my end goal.
Paulo joins an exciting young core in Orlando that, if nothing else, should be a lot of fun to watch this season. The Houston Rockets were happy to select Jabari Smith out of Auburn with the 3rd pick this past summer. Many scouts had him as the #1 prospect in the draft. His father, Jabari Smith Sr., was a 2nd-round pick in the 2000 NBA draft. He spent 4 seasons in the NBA and also played overseas. He's been a valuable mentor to his son, and the elder Smith says young Jabari's attitude and work ethic will carry him a long way.
He's totally different from me. His ears, he listens. I wouldn't say I was a knucklehead, but I definitely had a chip on my shoulder where I could have been a little more mature, a lot more mature. And he's definitely that. He's not a disrespectful kid. He's a great kid. He likes to learn, and he loves to work hard.
I say I'm very versatile. I think I can guard every position on the floor. I feel like I don't like to say I'm a scorer, because that kind of limits myself. But I say I can just, I'm a good scorer. I'm very unselfish. I think I can defend really well. I think that's my underrated part of my game. I can rebound. I just think I'm very versatile, and I can do a lot of things on the floor.
So it was easy for me to teach him everything I knew from being a big guy, being able to handle the ball on the perimeter, being able to shoot the ball. So here we are today where you got 7-foot guys running point guard and doing all that. So, perfect timing.
Actually, I've been working on this since I was young. When I was young, my dad saw how the game was evolving and stuff like that. So he just taught me early that don't limit yourself and stuff like that. It's just natural. I still work on it now, and bumping it up another level now, and going more in depth into it and being able to play higher positions on the floor and just keep expanding my game.
Jabari averaged 17 points and 7.5 rebounds per game in his lone season at Auburn. He won the SEC Freshman of the Year award and was named a 2nd-team All-American. Jabari said a couple years ago that he not only wants to reach the NBA, but also to make a lasting impact in the league.
Dream is to definitely play in the NBA, maximize my potential, be the best player I can be, and just always have fun with the game, and one day play in the NBA and make an impact in the NBA.
Very cool kid, not in love with money at all, not in love with the glitz and glam, feet on the ground. You know, and that's my dream. He's a straight, I ain't gonna say square, he's a straight, cool kid. That's all you can ask for as a dad, to be better than you were. That's how we train our kids. That's what we want. We want them to exceed anything that we did in life. And he's on the right path. Grade point average higher than mine, accolades in basketball higher than mine, the whole nine. So it's just beautiful.
Smith now teams with high-flying Jalen Green in Houston to be the two building blocks for the Rockets' future. Thanks for checking out Sports Stars of Tomorrow on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like, and please subscribe to our channel so you see all of the latest content.